know that you are the person who is adequate and right for this opportunity. Claudia Ramirez, empowering you to become the optimal leader of your life. Let's turn on the Mindset Mic. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 42 of Mindset Mic. Are you prepared for the obstacles ahead? I want to talk to you about this because, as you know, I do not believe in toxic positivity. We've been together for 41 episodes. We've built rapport. You know what I'm about. You've watched my Instagram. You've watched my YouTube videos. Maybe you've gotten coached by me, joined my courses. You know what I'm about. You also know that I am not about toxic positivity, and I am not going to just talk about sunshine and rainbows. I want to talk about the things that are real. And whenever you listen to this episode and just go on with your life, whatever it is, for as small or as big as a new journey is, I want you to feel fully prepared for it and in the know of where you are, where you stand, and what is ahead. Feeling ready to overcome despite what is on the other side. So that is what this episode is going to be about. If you're watching on YouTube thinking that is not your normal setup, Claudia, are you home? Did you move? No, I did not move. I am currently in a hotel and I decided to just bring my equipment along with me and film an episode or two here. So thank you so much for joining me. As always, encouraging you to grab a glass of water, coffee, something as you are doing what you do. Thank you for being here with me. So here we go. Are you prepared for the obstacles ahead? What does this look like? I like to always paint this picture for you, and I've said it before. I say it in my courses, and I will say it again right here. The person that you are right now and the person that you seek to become, or what you seek to accomplish, two different people can accomplish that. The person that you are now and the person that you will become. It's not going to be the same person, the same version of you. Think about a version of you 5-10 years behind. What kind of things did you accomplish? Great, wonderful. Kudos to that person. Think about where you are right now and what you've accomplished now. Could the person that accomplished what you did 10 years ago do what you've done now? And the answer is probably no. If the answer is yes, we've got to get on some growth. Personal growth, career growth, human capital development, and all of these things. Like it's a lot of things going on here. But if the answer is no, Claudia, I've become a different person. I've actually grown a lot. Wonderful. That is what we are hoping for here in every aspect of the way, every aspect of the word. And the same thing goes for me. Like I'm not the exception. Okay, I'm the same. I always want to grow, and I always want to look back and think, oh my gosh, Claudia from 10 years ago could have never, but look at me now. Like that's what we want. That's what we're striving for. So now that you have that in your mind, let's think about those big goals that you're seeking to accomplish. Those things that don't make sense. What I always say, what doesn't make sense on paper, what the version of you from now could never, but will, because let me watch you. Hashtag, let's see how far you can take this. It's going to be amazing. Now, because of that, you already know that you're going to face some hurdles and resistance along the way. You're not going to jump into a perfectly paved path where everything's already done for you, because you are somebody who strives to do something that's different than the norm. You do something that is not ordinary. You do something extraordinary. You do something that breaks the mold. You do something that is unique to you. And because of that, I like to tell you a dream is a glimpse of what your life can become if you use the tools you have been equipped with wisely. A dream is a glimpse of what your life can become if you use the tools you have been equipped with wisely. And a little asterisk at the bottom, you don't have all the tools yet. Some of these tools you're still dismissing that you have, and others you're still earning and gaining. Some of these tools will look like information that you've learned, passions that you've developed, human capital, that skill set, those things that nobody can take away, your kindness, your heart, your drive, your commitment, people, connections, expanding your network, your reach. That is what all of your toolbox entails. Are you prepared to face the unknown, the uncertainty, the obstacles, the hurdles along the way? I want to encourage you right now to sit with this question and ask yourself this. Okay, be real. Do you have the commitment and the dedication and the passion to go, to pursue the unknown and the uncertain, because you are so certain of what is on the other side? Hope the answer is yes. However, if the answer is no, you're also in the right place, because that is where we get to work. That is where you and I get to run with this. Like my course, Run With It. Your 60-day mindset roadmap, we run with it. We run with the uncertainty. No, I'm actually not very sure that I can. How do we become certain that we have what it takes? Develop your self-belief. Develop your self-belief in a way that it doesn't matter what storm, what headache, or what life, oh my gosh, how did this happen? Like an earthquake in New York, what? Comes your way, and it still doesn't knock you down. Develop yourself so deeply, so rooted in who you are, in your values, in what aligns with you, that you become a human Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, that a third of what you see above ground is below ground, rooting it. You can't knock it down. A sandstorm? Yeah, it's like a little tickle for it. Thunderstorms? All right. Versus if you look at the rest of the city, it floods right away. And I don't say that in like a mocking way. It just came to my mind. Recently, they had major floods, a lot of damage, unfortunately. City isn't prepared for it. But the Burj Khalifa is. Be a Burj Khalifa. You go to Texas. Texas isn't made for cold weather. We break when it gets cold. Schools are out. You can't go to work. The roads freeze. You can't find water. It happened to me a few years ago. So cold out there, and I couldn't find water. I found one water bottle, a 45-minute drive at a Target near me. 2 bottles of Smart Water. Texas wasn't prepared for the cold. UK isn't prepared for the heat. Be the person who's prepared for anything. Now, does that mean that it's not going to hurt? Oh, no, it can hurt. It can. It can catch you off guard. Don't let it knock it down. Don't let it knock you down. And if it does, you get right back up. You have your moment and you get back up. Develop the confidence. Know that you are the person who is adequate and right for this opportunity. Oh my gosh, imagine a world in which everybody has the confidence of a 3-year-old. A 3-year-old who believes that they can be Superman and Wonder Woman and a doctor and an astronaut and a teacher and the person who has the best taco stand in the neighborhood. And they believe it with such confidence and drive and passion and no shame of, despite what anybody else thinks, they believe they can be that. Be the 3-year-old version of you who believed they could. We just celebrated El Día del Niño, which means the Day of the Child, in Mexico, and it's always on April 30th. And it's a really big deal. You know, it's a really big deal at schools. You celebrate children. But also, once we grow up, we also reminisce and we look back at the person who we once were. And at least for me, being as analytical and deep as I am, I can't help but think about, wow, the 5-year-old version of me, I think she'd be proud of who I am right now. But then there have also been times where the 5-year-old version of me would have been like, is that what we did? I think we could do better, Claudia. What are you doing? You're messing up the dream. Think about that. I'm getting emotional. What would the 5-year version of you want for you right now? How brave would they be going into any circumstance? You know they're brave. You know they're in there. They're in your heart. They're beating with you every step of the way. They got you here. Get them there. When you shift your perspective to the present moment, not the I can and I will and one day it will be nice when, if it, no. Right now. Right now, I am successful. Right now, I impact millions of people. Right now, I make a difference. Right now, my family is taken care of. Right now, my business is taken care of. Right now, I am where I belong. Right now, I am healthy. Right now. Right now. Not yesterday, not in 5 minutes from now, right this moment. And when you think about it this way, it shifts the way that you're wired. Everything in the future starts right now. Everything in the future starts at this moment. You've heard it before. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The best second time is today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, today. When you plant that tree in your life, do you have the mindset of abundance, the mindset of success, the mindset of I will overcome every obstacle that is in my way because I have developed the self-belief and I know that God's promises on the other side are real. I know that the universe will not guide me to a place where I do not belong. And maybe sometimes life looks gray. Maybe sometimes the line between keep trying and giving up is very, very thin and almost transparent. But I know that there is something on the other side. Otherwise, God and the universe would not let me be right here, right now, where I am at this moment. This challenge is not in vain. And believe me, this has been one of my biggest lessons since coming to New York. Oh, you think New York is easy? No. Oh, you think New York looks nice? It is. It's not easy. It's not easy when you come here to start expanding your business in a place where you didn't know a single soul. It's not easy to have to go back and feel like you took a few steps back, but really deep inside you know maybe it's like a diagonal move. It's not easy to not have the answers, but it becomes simple when you believe. It becomes simple when you have guts. It becomes simple when you have the courage to make things happen. And this is why personal growth is going to be monumental in your journey. I don't know what it is that you are striving to bring into your right now. I don't know what big accomplishment is ahead in your life. But I know that the you right now is right where you need to be. You are right where you belong. You wouldn't be here if you weren't meant to be. And because of that, everything that you've learned, the good, the bad, and the horrible, are going to play a role in you getting to the other side. Every single time you're on your journey and you think about, goodness gracious, really? You look up, really? I have a lot of, God, whenever I die, I want to speak to your manager, please and thank you. We're going to have a serious conversation. But then I'm like, I'm so happy that I went through this. How did this make me stronger? How did this make me better? When you face that difficult moment, I want to encourage you to write this down. Write this down. Take a little note. So you're going to write it down. And you're going to write about why did I just sing country? I don't know. And I don't even know those are the lyrics, but just welcome to my brain. You're going to write down what this obstacle can do in your life. It's like if you are walking along the path and you all of a sudden see a wall. A wall. Life throws a wall in your face. Paint a mural. Write a positive note. Turn it into a home. Do something with it. Don't just stand there looking at it like it's stopping you. What do hurdlers do? Hurdlers have a special place in my heart because not only do I have a lot of hurdler friends, but my dad was a national champion hurdler back when he was running, and he's just amazing. What do? You attack the hurdle. You don't let it attack you. You attack the hurdle. Just like that. Why was the hurdle in the way? Why is the 7th hurdle in the way? To help you get to the finish line and get the medal at the end. Yes, Claudia, but that is the actual point of the race. Yes, you know what I mean in real life. It's making you stronger. Just like whenever you go to the gym or whenever you do intervals, it's not the first rep that makes you better. It's the 20th rep that makes you better. It's the one that you're struggling to move through that makes you better, not the first one. The first one builds up, break after break, break after break, one after the other, and then you get better. So how many hurdles and obstacles and challenges along the way will you need till you are this hashtag, let's see how far I can take this mindset, I believe in myself despite anything, I have the courage and I have the confidence, and watch me do the thing kind of person? That's a question that you can answer. And there isn't a limit because we always get better. And I believe in you. I believe that you are exactly where you need to be. And I believe that you have what it takes, because let me tell you, most times on social media, people go on there to be entertained. And then here you are on a podcast, not listening to gossip, not listening to crime or politics or what are there, conspiracy theories or whatever it is on podcasts. You're listening to personal growth. And at this, you're listening to a very difficult conversation that is not easy to listen to, because sometimes it reminds us that we could do better. And that's where I know that you're strong. Have no doubt that you have what it takes. I believe in you so, so much. And I want to encourage you to send this message to one person who you know has what it takes. And tell them to listen to the very end to listen to this one message. The person who sent you this message believes that you have what it takes. As always, keep being the optimal leader of your life. I love you. I'm sending you a huge hug. I believe in you, and I'll see you in the next one.